Hello there guys, welcome back to Isaac Football Club. Welcome back once again to a brand new video. I know it's too late, but this is very important to read. Very important. Some of you are going to be very disappointed. If you're not strong, you'll be very disappointed. You have to be very strong, because what I'm about to show you, it's going to blow your mind what's going on in this club. This is why I always talk negative about Chelsea. Why? Because of shenanigans. You know, I don't want to talk about negative all the time to be negative. No, I want to talk about positive things. I want to talk about good things about this team. But since the takeover of Todd Boehly, the American owner, things at this club is going in the mad, is going lavish. Everything is just worst. So, as I said, I'll repeat again what I'm about to show you. You are ready. Are you ready? If you are not ready, tell me right now. I'm waiting. Tell me. I'm gonna wait for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think you are ready. Okay. Let's get into this. I'm not gonna read because it's just too many. If you look, it's just too many of this stuff. It's just too many. So I won't do like I do to put it up there. And yeah, so let's get it started. I'm not the one who's going to read. My wife here, she's going to help me to read it. But it is crazy. She's going to start at the beginning. Let's go.
Chelsea players left yearning for stability after a season wrecked with upheaval. It is as bad as I have ever known it.
Wow.
This is how one veteran Chelsea employee, speaking anonymously to The Athletic in order to protect his job, describes the mood among the Chelsea players at present.
Wow.
This individual has worked at Stamford Bridge for many years, so the assessment is one not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, so this guy has worked at Stamford Bridge for so many years, and he doesn't want to say his name. I know his name. He's saying there's so many things going on behind the scene that we don't even know. We don't even know the supporters, but him, what he sees, it's crazy. Everybody at the club is gone, but him is there. Why is there? I was very surprised because I was thinking, that guy is still there. As I said, I won't mention his name. I'll just leave it to myself. But there's more. There's more. Keep going.
Significantly, their sentiments have been echoed elsewhere by sources contacted in the process of compiling this article. All is not well.
Yes.
It should hardly come as a surprise. It would be more of a shock if the feeling was upbeat behind the scenes, given the team have lost 5 games in succession, seeing their last hope of silverware wrecked by defeat to Real Madrid in the Champions League, and look likely to suffer the club's lowest finish in the Premier League this century.
Yes.
The previous worst showing was 10th in 2016. The current team are 6 points adrift of the top half in 11th with 6 games to play. Okay,
yes. So a lot of people if you heard what she was reading, in 15-16, a lot of people, they were comparing that to this season. I was thinking, I'm like, that is not. That is not. If you remember 16-15 season where Jose Mourinho was in charge and Chelsea, they went so bad. I think we finished as in 15 place. I mean, somebody came in. Yeah, that was in 10th. Yeah, we finished in 10th. I was looking. She was showing me up here. We finished in 10th, but we were so bad when Jose Mourinho was in charge. The fight between Jose, there was somebody in the locker room. No. In medical staff, there was a fight between Jose and him. That's why Jose Mourinho left. And the players, they were a little bit disturbed. But right there, Roman Abramovich, a high manager, came in, and then everything came back to normal. So I remember exactly what happened in those seasons. The problem was very tiny bit. Right now, the problem is not like that. This is the worst season for Chelsea. This is not like 16-15 season where we were bad. This is something else. This is absolutely, I won't say joke or what, something maybe from out of this world. I have no, because there's so many planets around the world. So you don't know where all this problem coming from, It's crazy. It is crazy. So, yeah, continue reading.
As the club continued to work on appointing a new permanent head coach with
Yes.
Mauricio Pochettino, the firm favorite to be given the post, the
Yes.
reports of disquiet underline the scale of the task facing the next man at the helm.
Wow.
Bad results and performances will always cause morale to nosedive at any club. Yet after talking to several sources in and
Yes.
around the camp, the impression lingers that it will take more than a few wins to galvanize the dressing room again.
Yeah, it would take more than a few wins because the dressing room right now, it's crazy. It is everywhere. Nobody's listening to anyone. It's just, this is why we're losing games. When you think about this, it's not the manager problem. Frank Lampard, I can tell you that. I know it's somewhere there's a problem, Frank Lampard, yes. But it's not all Frank Lampard. It's not all Potter problem. Yes, there were problems like that because there were no good coach. But the main problem here is the owner. Top Borean, the capital of these shenanigans they're doing. It doesn't make sense. You cannot buy a club and you sack everyone at the club. What are you doing? What kind of ownership is that? Who does that? For example, you buy a grocery store, Costco, if you know Costco, guys, or if you know ShopRite, maybe you may know ShopRite. You buy ShopRite, everything is in there. The employees are in there. And then you come in there and sack everybody. And then you start hiring new people. What's going to happen? You're going to lose so many money. Nobody's going to come buy in your store because there's no cashier to serve people. There's no one who's take care of your money in a counting room, in an office. It's just you and maybe with your friends or your wife, that's it. So when you buy something like a club, like Chelsea Football Club, you gotta learn. You have to learn from the people who are in charge on that time. You bought a club, yes, so the owner, you got billions of money, but come on, you work with people you find at the club. You just do that. You just don't sack everyone right away. This is bad for the club. This is why we are going down. Now, you think like we're going to win games like that? No, we're not going to win games. We were not going to win games. Against Arsenal on Tuesday, it's a lose. We lost that game already. We lost it already. This makes me sad. This makes me to be very angry. I did not discover this. I just discovered this like 5 minutes ago. I was like, what is this? This is so deep. This is so deep. And thank you for the person who gave us this information. Thank you very much because nobody knew all these shenanigans. This is crazy. We are still going. Don't be tired. If you have a cup of tea, just relax and continue watching. It's one of those days. It is what it is. Let's go in.
So, what are the problems? The size of the squad is one significant factor. There are over 30 players reporting for training every day, and it is an impossible task to keep everyone content in that situation, largely because so many will know they stand little to no chance of playing. Players find themselves training with one group one day and a different set of teammates the next, with no semblance of continuity as coaching staff attempt to instruct them all.
Wow.
With 6 fixtures to play, 33 players have made appearances for the senior team this season. No wonder Chelsea have not looked like a cohesive unit for most of the campaign.
Yep. So a lot of players, they are not even showing up for training, some of them. They're just sitting down home doing nothing because it's like they have gave up already. I didn't even know this. A lot of players, I'll repeat this again, they are not showing up in the training. We have how many players? So many. How many, they said? Like 30. So many players, like 30 players. So many of them. It's crazy. It is crazy. And We got how much we got in the transfer market? 600 we spent to sign all these players. Like, come on, if you look into that again, that is not good. You cannot spend a lot of money on the players, and knowing you have players on loan, you have players at the club who are there, so many of them. And we have another players who's coming in, Kuku, Malagusto, Lukaku is on loan. All these guys, who's this? Anson Odoi is a Bayern Leverkusen. We have a lot of players, and we have to get rid of them. Some of them. We have to get rid of about 15 players. 15 players. Are you sure we're going to do that? With FFP, if we don't do that, in trouble. Trouble is coming. And a lot of players, they're going to get pay cut because we're not playing the Champions League. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, guys. And I don't know the way out on this one. It's just going to take a miracle to get out of this mess. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let's continue.
Notably, veteran Thiago Silva spoke about the level of discontent after Chelsea's 2-0 loss to Real Madrid last week.
Yeah.
It's a hard period for the club with a lot of indecision, he said. Change of ownership, new players arriving. We had to increase the size of the changing room because it didn't fit the size of the squad.
Oh, yeah.
A positive point is that there are amazing players in the squad, but on the other hand, there are always players that are going to be unhappy. There is always going to be someone upset because not everyone can play.
Exactly.
The manager can only pick 11 from a squad of 30-something. That's tough. Some can't make the squad. We signed 8 in January.
Yes.
We need to stop and put a strategy in place. Otherwise, next season, we could make the same mistakes.
Exactly. So Thiago Silva is spot on. Spot on, Thiago Silva. And the guy doesn't even speak English that well, you know. There's a place it says about Thiago Silva, something. I'm going to come to that. But 30 players, small dressing room. Like, who does that? You know, who does? Sometimes I just laugh sometimes because even outsider, you know, us fans, we can see. We are not there at Chelsea to fix all this, but we can see the problem. We can see exactly where the loopholes is. Like that. You think these people can see? You think they can see? They don't. It's mind-blowing. Like, do they know about football? Do they know how to coach the club? Do they? I'm thinking. I think they do know. I don't. Man, they're blind. I think, right? It is crazy because a squad of 30 and the manager can only use 11 players. So where is all the other people? Where are they? Sitting down home, as I said, they're sitting down home because there is no place to sit, even on the touchline over there. There's only a few seats there. There's only, how much, 6 or 7 seats, I think. Where are all those players sitting down home watching game and drinking tea, or maybe they're at the nightclub or having fun with their friends, or like Mason Mount, the other time we saw him watching basketball with Rich James. And a lot of fans got upset. Oh, he's watching basketball. What is he doing? He can do whatever you want. Players, they're allowed to do whatever they want. They can have time for themselves to have fun, you know. It is what it is. 30 players. No, all those 30 players, they cannot play in one team. As I said, some of them, they will sit down home relaxing because there's nothing to do. Crazy. So he said next season, if we don't fix this problem, we're going to be in the same problem. So next season, the manager coming in, if it's Pochettino, we need to do this quickly about Pochettino. We need it. We don't have to miss this chance. This is the only chance. If we don't get Pochettino, we may go get Vincent Company or the other guy from Celtic, I think. I don't even know about him, but it is crazy. So, we continue. There's more.
Spending over £500 million on 16 new signings, Malo Gusto and Andre Santos will officially join in the summer.
Exactly.
While also taking João Felix and Denise Zakaria on loan served to demonstrate the ambition of the new ownership. But the disruption has hardly helped. The vast majority of the additions arrived after preseason. Such a crucial period to build relationships and understanding was over.
Yes.
There is concern that the numbers could swell even larger ahead of the next preseason. A deal is agreed for RB Leipzig forward Christopher Nkunku.
Yes.
Gusto and Santos are joining up, and others who spent this season out on loan are due to report back to the Cobham training ground.
It's going to be a mess.
That group includes Romelu Lukaku,
Yes.
Levi Colwill, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Ian Matson.
All those guys are coming back from loan, and we have 30 players, but all those guys, when they come back, I don't even know what's going to happen.
However, it has been well documented that Chelsea will be looking to cut the size of the squad this summer. One of the reasons is to make it more manageable, but there is a financial incentive too. Due to financial fair play regulations, the aim will be to sell individuals on contracts entering their last year and who have indicated a reluctance to renew. Even so, there is a risk a player decides to run their deal down if they do not secure the move they want. The club will consider selling those with 2 years left on their deals as well, especially if a good offer is made for their services.
Wow. We have to sell so many players. We really have to sell them. You know, we have to survive this season. I don't want to be in the same situation next season. I just cannot take it. This season has been too much. It's been too much. So many headaches, so many disappointment. This and that. Come on, next season we have to wake up. We don't have to go in again and spend 600 again for nothing. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. Yeah, continue.
A scenario where several players could leave is never conducive to an upbeat atmosphere. Chelsea are well within their rights to consider whether some in the squad have a future at Stamford Bridge, given how poorly the side have been performing. But it is not just the club looking to part ways. The Athletic has been told that several squad members want to leave. Not all of those concerned fit into the 12 months left on their contract scenario.
So, a lot of people in the Chelsea team, they want to leave. And it's sad because some of them, they cannot leave. They have signed 8 years contract. And when the Athletic will give you a news, they are proper website to go get the news. I will mention that. They are theoretical, very good guys. But for those players who have signed long contract, they are regretting to sign all those contracts. They are regretting. They are like, oh man, we thought we have signed with a good club. Now look where we are. I would do the same thing. I would regret. It is crazy.
The two outstanding academy graduates, Mason Mount and Reece James, have struggled with injury as well as patchy form for much of the season. Thiago Silva is a key figure and a player whose reputation precedes him. But he is hardly in a position to give rallying speeches. Not least because he is far from fluent in English. The departure of Jorginho, who was sold to Arsenal for £12 million in January, has actually been a significant blow. He was a very popular figure among the group and one who could converse in all languages.
Wow. I did not know this. Jorginho was popular in the Chelsea team, very popular. We just knew Jorginho like a penalty taker, right? We used to talk about Jorginho. The guy cannot defend. The guy cannot run. He's so bad. That's what we knew Jorginho. But we did not know. Maybe you did know. Let me know in the comment. But we did not know how popular Jorginho was. He can speak in so many languages. For example, Thiago Silva is a guy who doesn't not know much about English. He speaks Espanol, he can speak French, and he can speak so many languages, but English, it's very difficult for Thiago Silva. So when Jorginho went to Arsenal, a lot of players got upset, looks like. And that's where the cycle started. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So Jorginho, he was a big guy in the Chelsea team, it seems like. Wow, I did not know that. All this stuff, man, it's crazy. But I will not go through it because there's a lot of information. I will link it below so you can catch it up. You can read it for yourself. Subscribe to Isaac Football Club, hit notification bell so we can find out more information on what's going on in the club. It's crazy, it's crazy. So I'll see you soon tomorrow for a brand new video. Have a lovely day wherever you are. And stay safe. God bless.